All right, we are back with some more Sons of the Forest. What are we doing today? We're going to work on some Motel California. But, of course, we have to eat, sleep, have to drink. We have to do all the people things. All the people things need to be done. And then we'll get to work. All the human. Where's Kelvin? Good God knows where he's at. Door's locked. Unlock the door. Grab some water. Drink of the water. More water. Kelvin's over here somewhere. Put the water away. Put the water. Oh, where's Kelvin? Where is it? I really want him to be working for me today, if possible. You never know with this guy, though. You never know what this guy will do. Where'd you go, Kelvin? It says he's right over here. There he is. This guy, I don't even know. He's going to walk into the wall all day. You going to walk into the wall all day? Are you going to figure out your pathing, sir? No. Probably not. You're probably not going to figure out your pathing. All right, doofus, let's go. Can you come this way? Or are you going to... No, you're going to be stuck all day, aren't you? There's so many things the developers need to fix in this game. They've just given up, though. Like for Serial, it's clear the guy. Never mind. Never mind. This is the kind of shit that makes me want to not play the game. You know? You know what I mean? It's kind of shit that makes me want to not play. I want to go back to playing a good game that doesn't have pathing issues like that. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I do want to finish this hotel. Well, we have to work for ourselves. That we have to rely upon ourselves. Probably for the next foreseeable future while Kelvin figures out where the hell he's at and what he's doing. Can we jump up there? No. Not even sprint running, no. Nope. Don't want to do it, no. We'll do it in other places, but not here. Not now. It'd be too convenient. Into the water. It would be too convenient. All right. Let's see what we can do today. Perhaps we can get some work. Hey, Kelvin is following us. Wonders will never cease, will they? Or will wonders never cease? Let's cut down some trees. And we'll have our guy. But he is... yeah, he's stuck. He's stuck, man. He's stuck in the water. There he comes. All right, come over here, son. Over here. There you go. That's the way you do it. All right, get logs and fill the holes. Get the logs, fill the holders, and we'll get some work done. And we were filling in this area. And I know, there were a lot of doubters out there. There were a lot of doubters, specifically in the crew that's usually here, you know. Crew that's usually here, trying to say this and that about the build. But it's gonna be glorious. It's gonna be glorious. Just the Void guy. It's back. Going pretty well, bud. Aren't you supposed to be asleep, sir? Isn't it late where you're from? It's got to be like 1 in the morning, right? Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind. I'm thinking it was later than it actually is. 7 p.m. Yeah, my brain was confused on time. Time is a funny thing. No, you're in Hungary. Don't know why I thought it was so late. Should probably boil this water. You seem to have a problem with satisfactories getting boring? Well, not for me yet. Not for me. I haven't gotten bored. Not at all. That's probably because I still find it very interesting. I think the key is, for most games, not to get bored. Try something else. Do something else. And that's why I don't play one game on this channel all the time. If I played one game, I'd get extraordinarily bored with that one game. Maybe multiple games. Sometimes people like the games that I play, and sometimes they don't. And, well, that's just too bad. They don't like the games I play. If they like the games I play, that's great. Not everything is for everyone. Come on. All right, Kellen, let's go. See if we can get some work done today. I think the other ones fell in the water. Oh, there they are. Oh. Not sure why they ran off like that, but they did. Ah, that feels good. There's so much work to be done over here. It's not even fun. What's happening, Frankie boy? How's it going? Doing pretty good. Pretty good. Did you see we beat some bosses this morning, or were you sleeping, taking a nap, sir? Were you taking the nap? We beat 2 bosses this morning in the darkest dungeon. You get a notification? That's odd. I set this up yesterday, or day before. Yeah, you saw it? Okay. I was worried about the siren towards the end there because of the stress levels, but we got it. You mean I didn't have your undivided attention, sir? How dare you? How dare you? Not to be undividedly attention to me. You were watching golf tournament, weren't you? You're watching a golf tournament, it's fine. Watch the golf tournament. I'm not saying you can't watch a golf tournament, man. You can watch whatever golf tournament you want. But you know, I do expect some loyalty from my patriarchs, the people who helped me design. I do expect a little bit of a loyalty, sir. So just keep that in mind. Keep it in mind. It's over. I haven't watched nor played golf in nearly 20 years. Yeah, funny thing was yesterday I went to lunch with a buddy of mine. He's like, "How long's it been?" I go, "It's been a while." Like, we should go just hit some balls. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Sounds like a good idea. We just go to the range, hit some balls. Oh, now Kelvin's orders are all screwed up. Yeah, look at him sitting over there. Did he cut some trees down? Nope. You going back to work? Nope, not going back to work right now. Yep, I gotta give him orders again. You gotta give him orders every time he gets chased down. Really? Again? Jesus. Get and builders. It's like, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Well, winter's coming around. That's good, and that's also bad, because it's good because I'll be able to send logs over here via zip line. It's bad because, well, you're only going to get about 2 days of active work from Kelvin before we have to reload the game. Because, you know, reasons. There's reasons. Also be good because I'm just going to chop the shit out of the whole place. Chop the top of every tree that I see. It's coming down. It all has to go now. No. Meow. Meow. There is no fix. There is no fix to it at all. Nope. I have spent a way too long looking on searching for a fix to the problem. I have no idea where Kelvin is. There he is. So many freaking logs to do over here. There's so many logs that are needed. Oh my god. I don't even know why I agreed to this. I don't know why I agreed to this. Why did I agree to this? Well, why did I agree to make a hotel over here? Why? Why? Couldn't we just make like a, you know, like a little hut? Maybe, you know, a 4x4 hut. Put a bed in each, call that, you know. Call that a hotel. Next time I'm just gonna build up, you know. Next time, or there won't be a next time, because I'm not gonna build any more of your guys' requests. This is the last request I'm ever taking for another building. No more requests from the viewers. The requests of building things. It's over. No, none of that anymore. There's no more builder requests. All over with. We're done. We're finished. Benito. guys can just suffer in silence while I build the things that I want to build. All there's to it. I'm just gonna come in. I'm saying, I'm not even gonna turn the mic on. I'm not gonna talk to you guys. I'm just gonna build, and you guys can be talking amongst yourselves the whole time. I won't be paying attention to chat at all. I'll turn the chat off that I can't see it, and I'll just build whatever the hell I want to build. And you guys, just too bad. It's too bad. No more buildings. Buildings, things like this. We're done. We're done. We're done. Done building. Building things like this. It's all over with. It's all over with. Stupid wooden building. Don't even know why I bothered. Don't even know why. No, we need to go see Virginia. You know, I've been thinking of late that maybe Virginia isn't really worth her weight. She hasn't been pulling her weight lately. I've had to deal with far too many cannibal intrusions. I think we just maybe get rid of Virginia. Tell her to leave. Go find another part of the map to live on. Small project compared to the other ones, huh? Once again, I kind of prefer some things. This is kind of crazy, though. This is kind of crazy. And also, Frankie, Frankie. Look who's not here. Look who's not here. Hmm? We got... You just have to remember. Person who wanted the hotel is not even here. Yeah. To support the build, to support the channel. Well, you know, I think she's, you know, the whole fair weather friend. We've had this discussion before. It's all fair weather friend. You know, that's all it is. It's fair weather friend. It's because she's watching somebody else's content. That's all it is to it. That's all it is to it. I've come to expect such things, quite honestly. I've come to expect. What are you gonna do? And you know, a little later on she'll appear. Like, oh yeah, yeah, I had, you know, a thing that would happen. Yeah, sure thing happened. And you know, I was overdoing a thing. I know how it is. You know how it is. You don't have to fibberoni. You don't have to fibberoni. You're not going to be here for the builds. Then, don't expect me to do any more builds for you. You know? So there'll be some excuse. Oh, I didn't see you were live. In other words, you didn't check the live page. When's the guy gonna be live? Check it every 2 days. I post frequently. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? crying out loud. Shit. Oh. What? What? So many logs over here, Kelvin. Yeah, it's this guy. Oh. Yeah. Come on, I hear ya. Bow or crossbow? A bow. We're dealing with true intellectuals here. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, shot him in the back. There we go. True intellectuals, true giants of industry. All right, I'm going to grab a drink real quick, and then we'll continue on. There is the hotel as we're making it, so I'll be right back in a few minutes. All right. Kind of getting low on bones, but just don't want to spend any time doing that. All right, Calvin, where'd you go? Follow me again. All right. And a marching we will go. Oh, sir. That was your last mistake. No, that's your last mistake. Oh, run away. Coward. The coward. Frankie's damn moose. Oh, there he is. There he is. He's got it. Throw it in his ass. Not this time, sir. Not this. Look at that. Not this time. Get logs in. Yeah, your moose succumbed. Moose succumbed to the I swear we need rocket launchers. I need a rocket launcher. Stupid. Helicopter. Jetpacks would be nice. I'll say that right now, too. I'd like some jetpacks. I don't think we're going to get jetpacks. Really? Yeah, sadly, I know it's very sad. Very sad. We're not going to get jetpacks. I mean, why? Why not get jet? It just makes sense, you know. It just makes sense. Be able to fly across the sky. Let's record. What? Oh, I had two of them on me. That's good. I don't know how many times we're gonna have to run across this guy, teabagging him. Okay, Virginia, get out of the way. Till his corpse disappears. But, you know, the thing is his corpse will stay there for like 2 hours. And then the corpse that you want will disappear. Oh, well, look at it. Get rid of it, no. Corpse you want to stay around will disappear in like 2 seconds. Okay, I need to go skin that dude. No, you didn't get there in 2 minutes and 42 seconds. You missed it by a second. Oh, okay. But this other corpse that you can't really get anything from. You can't move, you can't burn, can't do anything. Oh, we're going to leave that there for about 4 hours. I see. Yeah, you can smack him with a torch. I'll keep him busy for a minute. That'll keep the man busy for about a minute. There were just so many missed opportunities in this game that they I don't know if they intentionally missed them or just didn't think about it when they were doing the program. That's what I wanted to do, but it's fine. But they have so many missed opportunities for really funny stuff in this game. Like in the forest, you could chuck bodies into the carts. Why can't you do that in this one? Like, why not? Why not? No reason not to be able to do that. That was funny back in the day. Chuck about four bodies you could put in the cart. Maybe it just disturbs some Karens out there too much. Yeah, but the other things wouldn't. They have these really cool zip lines. Why not be able to, you could chuck anything across the zip lines that you want. Why not be able to chuck bodies across the zip lines? That would be hilarious. And I'm sure they thought about it. Like, I know a lot of people are like, look, Canadians, they would never think about something like that. Yeah, they're too nice. I know. No. You don't understand. These are dudes who are programming and playing video games. They would have certainly thought about something like that. Just a little disappointed. Put all the effort into the graphics. I think they did a great job with the graphics. I'm not going to say anything bad about the graphics at all. I think they did a wonderful job. I'm gonna check a butts. You. Oh, they just magically appear, I guess? Booga booga. Chopper chopper. Adding raccoons instead of fixing bugs. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. I do think they got to a point. They were like, we're done. it's kind of like you just get to a point doing something. You're like, I just don't. I'm not putting any more effort into this. I'm finished. I'm finished with the effort. I think that's what happened. Is they got to a point collectively as a group. Well, you know, this is good enough. It's good enough. People buy it. People play it. And don't get me wrong, it's still a fine game. It's still a fine game, or I would not be playing it at all. I'd have hung up my spurs a long time ago. I didn't think it was a fun game to play. If it wasn't a fun building game. But I see the game more as a building game than to do a combat game or a survival game. I think the game was pretty successful. I think they did some pretty good numbers with it. I just don't think it was well received. The other thing is I think players had a higher expectations. The game also came with higher expectations than reasonably. I think the player base had unreasonable expectations for the game because they loved the first one so much, and so much was leaked about the second one that the expectations for the game were too high. And then the beta came out. I played the shit out of the beta. And the beta was 90% done. Right? Betas are usually, what, 50%, 60% done? But the beta itself was basically 90% done with the game. They just added in stuff. And they're like, yeah, that's the story. Thanks. Thanks for playing. Have a great day. Oh, okay. All right, hey. That's nice. That's wonderful, man. It's really nice. They were a victim of their own success, I think. But they did a pretty good job. I give it, you know, if I were to rate the game, I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10. The graphical gameplay is definitely a 9 out of 10. 9 of 10. The movement, mechanics, this is all really well done. The building, very well done. You know, the storyline makes absolutely no sense. It just doesn't make sense. I think they rushed the storyline a little bit. But otherwise, they did a pretty good job. Pretty good job. The cannibals, however, the cannibals are stronger than the mutants, which I don't like. The mutants should be way stronger. Virginia in the first game, I've said this before, Virginia in the first game was much more powerful. I just don't take any of the mutants seriously here. And even when you have all the good stuff in the first game, Virginia's not to be messed with. No. It's not to be messed with. You can quickly die from her if you're just not paying attention to what you're doing. These guys, meh. They just feel weak sauce. Feel a little weak. Oh, I think they did they did an absolute shit job on the teardown mechanics, though. The build mechanics they did a great job on. Teardown mechanics, awful, awful, awful job. And what I mean by teardown mechanics is the cannibals attack your base. The cannibals sneeze in your general direction, and it's like, oh, your building fell apart. Why the hell? What incentive do you have to build? I think they tried to make it too much into a tower defense game, and they screwed the pooch on it. It's a joke. I think I got him. I think I got him. Back over here. It's kind of like you, well, nobody plays this game with building destruction on. If you want to just build, like, nobody takes that part of this game seriously at all, which is a shame. Yeah, the end game bosses are the moose. That's yes. Don't give me the thumbs up. The end game bosses, the moose do more damage to me than the cannibals do. It's like, come on, guys. Program a little better. Especially at this stage in the game. Program a little better. What are you gonna do though? I still think it's a fine game. I wouldn't be playing it otherwise. It's a fine building game. With a little bit of a little chopperoni with sword from time to time. Would be bears possible? I don't know from a storytelling perspective. The bears would probably have been killed off by the cannibals. Probably. But then again, with the intelligence of these doofuses, the size of the island, what is it? Supposed to be 10 miles across or something? I'm not sure what the lore is. 10 or 20 miles across? I don't know that bears could survive. Wildcats, probably. Maybe. But yeah, I agree. There should be more wild animals on this map. Well, thinking about it, like the moose would probably, the cannibals with the numbers that they have would probably have gone extinct by themselves. I don't know. Hard telling. Yeah, but that's what humans do. They're not. We, you know, Easter Island. You know about Easter Island, right? The natives got there, chopped down all the trees so they could build their monument, their stone-headed monuments. And then, well, they couldn't leave because they cut down the forest. much more to go. Not much more to go. Yeah, what's even weirder is the guy falls from like a half story and breaks his ankle. Yeah, we jump from right there, and the guy's like, "Oh, my poor Canadian ankles." And then other times we're jumping from like, some incredibly stupid heights, and nothing bad ever happens. Look at that. It's just height distance in the game doesn't really. Sometimes it just doesn't make any sense. You just don't even know. Don't even know, man. I really wish they would have done something about the food. The food system. That would have been really cool. They'd done something much better than what they did. Kelvin, get out the way. Okay. All you need is 2 fish and water. That's it. 2 fish and water. Or 2 meat and water. And you've got yourself the meal for the entire day. Pretty sure he's American. I don't think so. I don't think so. This guy's like David Goggins by now, you know? So all he's been doing is tromping around, the forest, picking up logs the size of things, and just running all over the place. Like this guy's like triathlon material. Not some Canadian weak-ankled doofus. Come on. You like it there anymore? Of course you would. Of course you would like it there anymore. And the food mechanic. I wish they were. Say, come on, man. You're gonna take. So all they needed to do for food, I think, would have been really cool. is if they made the... I mean, they got recipes and stuff, right? If they just made the recipes good, you know? If they just made the recipes good, it would be cool. But they huge missed opportunity. Huge missed opportunity. Well, I think this guy's supposed to be a reporter, right? I think this guy's supposed to be a reporter. That's funny. His story is so inconsistent. Like, this guy survives. A reporter. This guy who is a reporter. I think that's the lore anyway. He's supposed to be a reporter, and when you crash land, right, and you have the emergency survival thing that he opens up. Open in case of emergency, and he gets his little axe, and he gets his little, you know, survival book. So he's not even trained in bushcraft at all. If you take a reporter from any country, what are the chances they know how to start a fire with some wood? I mean, I was a Boy Scout when I grew up, so I kind of know how to do that. I know how to start a fire with some wood. But this guy, I don't see a reporter knowing how to do the things necessary to survive. But he does, you know, he does. He manages it. We'll give him the credit. He manages to survive the crash, and now he knows how to make a fire, and he knows how to make a building. He's got the building going on. But the other guys, Kelvin, I mean, the guy's wearing military uniform. He's clearly an operator of some kind. He's clearly private security of some kind. And maybe, I don't think a guy like, what's his name? The owner of the island would leave to chance, you know, a huge project by hiring the cheapest contractors available. I mean, who do you want to go with, right? Canadians can survive in the wild. I think most people can survive. I just don't think most people know how to make a fire. You know, press a guy on how to make a fire. Here's some. How do you do this? What tinder should you use? Right? How quickly can you? You know, you don't get to use a lighter. You know, what are the different fire starting methods? But obviously the story has to, you know, the crash has to happen in order for the story to progress. So the crash happens, and so he went the cheapest military contractors they could find, but that makes no sense to me. The guy's a pharmaceutical company, quadrillionaire, a gozillionaire, and he hires the cheapest outfit available. I don't think so. That makes no sense. Why would you do that? To save a couple dollars? Really? You're chasing after more immortality, and you want to save a couple dollars? I don't think so. I think so. What was Virginia worth? Like $97 billion? He hires the cheapest operators he can and a journalist. And you know, a couple people that betray him, like right away, because maybe he's not getting paid. I just don't understand the story. Don't understand the story. I get them wanting to, you know, live forever and all that kind of stuff. Building a bunker in the basement of the island, because I would do that. If I was worth a couple $1 billion, I'd have a, you know, place like that. Puffins. Yeah, the Puffins. The Puffins. You know, I get the whole we're a competitors to the Sahara Company. I get that. Like, you know, I get that kind of thing. But what's her name? What's his name or what? The dude who's supposed to be flying the helicopter, who betrays the Puffins, for what? What's he betraying them for? Maybe a couple $100,000? Like, really? You're gonna give up? Because I'm sure that person would probably get in on the deal. You know, living forever and all that kind of stuff. Certain assurances were made by staying loyal. I mean, come on. You're gonna offer me immortality, and I'm gonna betray you? No, I think I'm gonna stay loyal. I'm gonna stay loyal. You know. The guy owns the islands. What's she gonna do? Like, and who's gonna take over? It makes no sense. It's the Chewbacca defense. Makes no sense. Chewbacca is a Wookiee. That doesn't make any sense. Come here. Come here. Come on. You gonna fall in the water? Uh-huh. Oh, a spear. But it doesn't really have to make sense. It's a video game. So, I mean, it doesn't have to make sense. Video. But I'd like it to make sense. Like it. It would just feel a lot better in the gameplay. It's kind of like put yourself in John Shi, whatever the person's name is. Put yourself in their shoes, right? Would you betray your employer? And possibly lose out on immortality or long-livedness? I wouldn't. You gotta kid me right there. Maybe though, but again, it kind of goes back to she just doesn't feel like she's getting he or she doesn't feel like they're getting paid enough, you know. But it goes back to the point of like, why would you hire as a, you know, why would you hire somebody for cheap when you know you're dealing with, I don't know. Well, maybe it's not for us to understand. Maybe it's not for us to understand, but just enjoy it. This is going to look so cool when it's done. Ah. Well, that's a really nice view. That's a really nice view. Be even better if I turned on the depth of field, or come on. There you go. Get the logs and fill the holders. More. Frankie, did you end up looking for the additional Caesar 3 content? I know we talked about it. I just remembered that. For additional maps. Well. You download the mobile version? No. There you go. Uh, there is a streamer that you might like. He plays custom Caesar 3 maps. If you like his name, I'll give it to you. He hasn't played any in a while, but there's he's done a lot of them. A lot of vids to watch, videos of his. I haven't even gotten all through them all. I wouldn't watch till he played it. Fair enough. Ah, okay, yeah. This is true. This is true. I think there are three. I think there's three. Well, what do you call them? Mods to there are three mods to Caesar 3 that you can get. I think it's 3 or 2. Not sure which. One is the Julian patch, and the other one's the Augustin patch. And they do not support each other. So one's standalone. They're both standalone. And they each have different maps, from my understanding. I don't know the answer to that question. I don't know the answer. Well, it is rather an older game. Mm-hmm. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Boink. All right, I think we're gonna call it a day today. I have real life stuff to do today. Won't be able to, like I said, I've said this before, won't be able to stream as much this summertime. So we're gonna call the episode done today. Be back with a little bit more Sons of the Forest in a day or two. When I get my fill of Satisfactory, of course. That's gonna have to do it for today's episode. Thanks for everybody stopping by, hanging out. And we'll see you next time.